Hey there, Bernie. Not sure if you can hear me. All right, let's try it again. Now, can you hear me, Bernie? So, welcome in, man. So, going to be a little 1906, and this might be a bona fide um, replay. This is a Battle of Chicago. Okay, you can hear me good. All right, let's see what we have here. We are in 1906. Let's go to team schedule and let's find um, White Sox and this White Sox Cubs. And let's see, let's do Boston and Chicago. All right. And yeah, league games. It looks like it's going to be Philadelphia and New York for right now. So here we go, 1906 action. So, by the way, hey, happy Sunday, Samuel Smith. Haven't seen you in a long, long time. Sorry, guys, I had to switch back to the not so good mic. The way action or the way that this game works, I can't use the other mic for some weird reason. I don't know why, at least to talk to you guys, because it won't mute. It's a better mic. So this one, I've got to use the crappy one, but this is going to be Mel Allen calling it. So happy Sunday to you, Samuel Smith. Before I get into this and anybody catching it later, look on YouTube, Stay at Home with Saber. Just search on YouTube, do Saber Don Daglow, and you will get a wonderful hour and a half interview that Saber did with Don Daglow, who not only designed this game, but many, many, many others, baseball and non-baseball. If you've been playing computer games for any amount of time, you will know that this man is a legend. Oh, I know, right? Samuel Smith saying this is a great game. Can somebody remake Old Time Baseball for Windows 10? Somebody had asked, not in this particular broadcast I'm talking about that Saber did a couple of days ago, but Don Daglow was hey, there's our Red Sox fan. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. And again, guys, I apologize for having to use the old mic for this. With this game, I have to. Daglow was asked about that. He said he wishes that they could get the money to do an old time baseball too, but he really doesn't think that's going to happen. So unfortunately, but you can get this. This game is available out there on the interwebs for free, and it is automatically configured with DOSBox. So you can run it on today's machines. There's just not a part two, unfortunately. I think the only way you're going to get that again is somebody to be willing to pony up the money to do it. So there you go. Yeah, I hope all is well with you too, Al. So happy Sunday to you. I don't know how it is in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, but here in Pennsylvania it is cold and rainy and a good day to do whether you're watching baseball, simming it, or you're watching F-ball or some other sport. It's a good day to stay in, right? All right, Mel Allen is going to make the call here, and this is going to be Detroit, New York, but I think I'm going to be focusing a lot on the White Sox and Cubs if I decide to make this a season replay, as these two would meet in the World Series in 1906. The Cubs, known as the Hitless Wonders, upset the 1906 Chicago Cubs. Will that happen in this? Who knows? All right, let's get to the ball game. So we're going to see some Hall of Famers here playing today. Elmer Flick, Napoleon Lajoie, Ty Cobb, and Sam Crawford. So 4 Hall of Famers in today's game. Probably the least known of those would be Elmer Flick, but quite a remarkable player and deserves the Hall of Fame. So I hope you guys enjoy this little game from 1906 and possibly the beginning of a replay. We'll see.
Hello there, everybody. Welcome to Old Yankee Stadium in beautiful New York. where today we're going to see Detroit play Cleveland. The weather today is frigid and foggy with 50% humidity. The wind is blowing in from right to left at about 10 miles per hour. This is Mel Allen, and I'm here to bring you all the exciting action. And now starting off the inning is the second baseman, hitting .238. There's a high pop-up to the shortstop. And he makes the catch. The first out of the inning. Coming up to bat, John Warner, batting .242. There's a high pop-up. Caught by the first baseman. 2 down. Now that brings up Ty Cobb, hitting .316. A high chopper to first. He takes it to the bag himself. And that's the third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Middle of the first inning. No score. Leading off, Elmer Flick, batting .311. A looping drive to left field. A diving stop by Cobb. The throw to second base. A single for Flick. Coming up next is the shortstop, batting .291. Grounded. The throw to second base, and he's out at second. And the throw to first. A 6-4-3 double play. 2 down. Now that brings up Nap Lajoie, batting .355. There's a drive, and it's up the left field alley. Look at that one. It's going right to the wall. A 2-bagger for Lajoie. Now that brings up the catcher, batting .358. Here comes the pitch. A liner to second, and the throw to first. Got him! That ends the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Going to the top of the second, no score. And now starting off the inning is Sam Crawford, batting .295. Here comes the pitch. There's a slow ground ball hit out right back to the pitcher. And the throw to first. Got him! Now that brings up Matty McIntyre, hitting .260. Fly ball to center field. Caught by Bay. That's 2 away. Coming up to bat, Bill Coughlin, hitting .235. Grounded to third, and the throw to first. Got him, and that's the third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. That's 1.5 innings gone, no score. Leading off the inning, the first baseman, hitting .308. Here comes the pitch. To the shortstop, picked up by Schaefer, and the throw to first. Got him. 1 out now. Now coming up, Harry Bay, batting .275. For ball 4. Coming up next is Bill Bradley, batting .275. Fly ball to center field. Caught by Cobb. Out number 2. Coming up next is Jim Jackson, hitting .214. Here comes the pitch. A hot grounder, and he's out at second. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Heading to the third, it's 0-0. Leading off, Chris Lindsay, batting .224. Here comes the pitch. It's gone. That's a solo shot, Lindsay, and it's 1-0. Up next, the shortstop, batting .219. Strike 3. He struck him out. 1 out now. Up next, George Mullen, hitting .225. Here comes the pitch. Called strike 3, and now 2 outs. Coming up next is the second baseman. He's 0 for 1 in this game. A line drive to center field. Look at that one. It's going right to the wall. Fielded by Bay. Pulls into second base with 2 bases. Coming up to bat, John Warner. He's 0 for 1 in this game. There's a high pop-up. And he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. After 2.5 innings, Detroit 1, Cleveland 0. And now starting off the inning is Bob Rhodes, batting .161. A liner to left field, caught by the shortstop, the 1st out of the inning. Now coming up, Elmer Flick. He's 1 for 1 with a single. For ball 4. That brings up the shortstop. He's 0 for 1 today. A high chopper, and he's out at second, and the throw to first. That brings up Nap Lajoie. He's 1 for 1 with a double. He comes to the stretch for ball 4. That's his 2nd walk. That brings up the catcher. He's got the power to turn this ball game around with 1 swing. He's 0 for 1 today. Here comes the pitch. Fly ball to deep right field. Caught by Cobb, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. At the end of 3, Detroit 1, Cleveland 0.
Hey, Chris.
Leading off the inning, Ty Cobb. He's nothing for one in this game. Here comes the pitch. It's a slow ground ball hit out right down the third baseline. He grabs it. He beats it out. Base hit for Cobb. Now batting Sam Crawford. He's nothing for one today. The payoff pitch. A looping drive to center field. Caught by Lajoie. That's one down. Not in time. Now that brings up Matty McIntyre. He's nothing for one today. A line drive down the right field line. Look at that one. It's going right to the wall. He grabs it. That's a base hit for McIntyre. Now coming up, Bill Coughlin. He's nothing for one today. Here comes the pitch. Grounded up the middle for a base hit. And he's out at second. Next batter, Chris Lindsay. He's 1 for 1 with 1 run batted in and for the homer.
That'd be really cool, Chris.
Grounded. Look out now. Hey, that throw sailed high and wide, and it's going to be an error on the shortstop. The throw to second base. That drives in a run. The score is 2-0. Up next, the shortstop. He's nothing for one with a strikeout. The runner goes. He steals second. A looping drive to left field. Base hit for that drives in a run. Detroit 3, Cleveland 0. Next batter, George Mullen. He's nothing for one with a strikeout. Fly ball to left field. Caught by Bay. That's the third out of the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. 3.5 down. Detroit 3, Cleveland 0. And now starting off the inning is the first baseman. He's nothing for one today. Here comes the pitch. A line drive to center field. Caught by Cobb. The first out of the inning. Coming up next is Harry Bay, hitting .275. Grounded up the middle for a base hit. Got him. And now 2 outs. Next batter, Bill Bradley. He's nothing for one today. A bunt, but right back to the pitcher. And the throw to first. Got him. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. After 4 complete, it's 3-0. And now starting off the inning is the second baseman. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Strike 3. That's 1 down. Coming up to bat, John Warner. He's nothing for 2 today. For ball 4. Coming up next is Ty Cobb. He's 1 for 2 with 1 run scored and with a single. Grounded to second, and he's out at second. And the throw to first. A 4-6-3 double play. That'll do it for the visitors in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. 4.5 in the books. It's 3-0. Leading off the inning, Jim Jackson. He's nothing for 1 in this game. A hot grounder to second, and the throw to first. Got him. That's 1 down. Coming up to bat, Bob Rhodes. He's nothing for 1 today. There's a hot smash down the left field line. Foul. A high chopper to second, and the throw to first. Got him. Out number 2. That brings up Elmer Flick. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and with a single. A high chopper to second. He grabs it, and the throw to first. Got him. That'll do it for the home team in the 5th. 3 up, 3 down. 5 innings gone. It's 3-0. Leading off the inning, Sam Crawford. He's nothing for 2 in this game. A looping drive to right field. Caught by Lajoie. 1 down. Coming up next is Matty McIntyre. He's 1 for 2 with a single. There's a slow ground ball hit out, but right back to the pitcher. And the throw to first. Got him. Now batting, Bill Coughlin. He's nothing for 2 with 1 run scored. He comes to the plate. A high chopper to second, and the throw to first. A single for Coughlin. Now batting, Chris Lindsay. He's 1 for 2 with a stolen base and with a homer. There's a slow ground ball hit out right down the third baseline. And the throw to first. Got him. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We played 5.5. It's 3-0. Leading off, the shortstop. He's nothing for 2 in this game. Fielded by Coughlin. A hot grounder to third. Got him. 1 out now. Coming up to bat, Nap Lajoie. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and with a double. A high chopper to second. Got him. Up next, the catcher. He's nothing for 2 in this game. There's a high pop-up, the catcher. Fouled. Grounded right back to the pitcher. And the throw to first. Got him, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. That's 6 in the books. Detroit leads Cleveland by 3 runs. Leading off, the shortstop. He's 1 for 2 with 1 run batted in and with a single. Grounded to second, and he drops it. That dribbler goes through the right side for a base hit. It's grabbed by Bay. The throw to second base. Next batter, George Mullen. He's nothing for two with a strikeout. He comes to the stretch. A line drive to the shortstop. That's a base hit for Mullen. Now coming up, the second baseman. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout and with a double. There's a hot smash to the shortstop. The throw to second base, and he's out at second. It's a double play. Out number 2. Coming up to bat, John Warner. He's nothing for 2 with a walk. The runner goes. The throw to second base. He dives in safely. He steals second. A looping drive to right field. And he makes the catch. That'll do it for the visitors in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. Heading now into the bottom of the 7th inning, it's 3-0. Leading off the inning, the first baseman. He's nothing for 2 in this game. A high fly ball going out to left field. And he makes the catch. 1 down. Coming up to bat, Harry Bay. He's nothing for 1 with a walk. A line drive to left field. Caught by, that's 2 away. Now batting, Bill Bradley. He's nothing for 2 in this game. A line drive to first. He makes the play, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Top of the 8th, it's 3-0. And now starting off the inning is Ty Cobb. He's 1 for 3 with 1 run scored and with a single. He delivers. Strike 3. He struck him out. 1 down. Coming up next is Sam Crawford. He's nothing for 3 today. Strike 3. That's 2 away. That's the pitcher's 5th K today. Coming up next is Matty McIntyre. He's 1 for 3 with the single. A liner to left field, and he makes the catch. That retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Going into the bottom of the 8th inning, Detroit leads Cleveland by 3 runs. Hitting for the left fielder, the left-hander, batting .320. For ball 4. That's 3 walks given up. You know, we just played 5 innings. Pinch hitting for a speed burner. Hitting .317. He comes to the stretch. He delivers a liner to left field. And he makes the catch. 1 down. And the throw to first. Not in time. Coming up next is Elmer Flick. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and with a single. Here comes the pitch. Fly ball to right field. The throw to second base. A single for Flick. Coming up next is the shortstop. He's nothing for 3 today. The runner goes. A line drive to the shortstop. Caught by Schaefer. And now 2 outs. Not in time. That brings up Nap Lajoie. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and with a double. Grounded to third. The throw to second base, and he's out at second. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left stranded. Heading to the 9th. It's 3-0. Leading off the inning, Bill Coughlin. He's 1 for 3 with 1 run scored and with a single. He comes to the plate. Grounded. Got him. The first out of the inning. Next batter, Chris Lindsay. He's 1 for 3 with the stolen base and with a homer. He delivers a looping drive to left field. The throw to second base. Base hit for Lindsay. Up next, the shortstop. He's 1 for 3 with 1 run batted in and with a single. The runner goes. He's a slow ground ball hit out right down the third baseline. And the throw to first. Got him. Now batting George Mullen. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout and with a single. A liner to second. Got him. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Going to the home half of the 9th, it's 3-0. Leading off the inning, the catcher. He's nothing for 3 today. Is a slow ground ball hit out to first. He takes it to the bag himself. That's 1 down. Coming up next is the first baseman. He's nothing for 3 in this game. Here comes the pitch. Grounded to second, and the throw to first. Got him. Coming up next is Harry Bay. He's nothing for 2 with a walk. Grounded to the shortstop. It's a bouncer right through the infield. The throw to second base. Base hit for Bay. Now coming up, Bill Bradley. He's nothing for 3 in this game. The runner goes. The throw to second base. He slides in under the tag. A stolen base for Bay. Grounded. Got him. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. After 9 complete, Detroit 3, Cleveland 0. And that's the end of the ball game. Detroit wins, and that's the ball game. This is Mel Allen saying so long, everybody. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.
All right, so for all its flaws, this is an excellent baseball game, and I think I am going to set this up. I noticed a couple things that I need to set for the game to do this, and I think it's going to be fun to do something this way, way far back as just an occasional play. A lot of these games offline, but we're going to follow the Cubs and the White Sox through this. You saw there that they were playing at Yankee Stadium. Unfortunately, they didn't do all of the ballparks, I think, to try to span the years or what have you, or I don't know if they could get hold of the blueprints. All the ballparks in this game, again, apologize for using the old mic here. I know it sounds a bit crap. They were able to work with Osborne Associates to get blueprints for the ballparks that are in this game. So obviously League Park not in here, which is kind of a shame. So a few teams, a few parks are hosting a couple different teams, but I think just for fun, it would be great to do it. I'm not looking for. I like suspension of disbelief being a magician, but I do have to set this up to get this ready for this replay because I noticed some long singles where hitters like Elmer Flick should have advanced and everything like that, and that's easily fixable. Again, you can look at pitchers, batters, other team, pitchers, and you get a little box score, and we can save, which is really cool. The other thing is that unlike Baseball for Windows, you can hear the crowd loop sampling, which is or cycling that sample. You can definitely hear the loop point. No way to go into the game and change that. I wish I could. I have the equipment to do so. Um, but if you go to manager profile, you can see right here. So if anybody gets this game, it is freely available. There's also a site that you can spend $11.95 for the month and download tons of games like MVP Baseball, Front Page Sports Baseball. I've downloaded a lot of them actually. But if you do get this, no matter what era that you play in, I'll show you. But if you want to set up for a dead ball era, so obviously it was an era of speed. Crank it all the way over here for this. I leave defense and hitters at this. Endurance, again, crank this up. There wasn't that, right? And leave them in, so that way you're not getting relievers in an early era of baseball, right? So again, I'm going to just do this. I usually leave pitch around and challenge where it is. Sacrifice, I crank that up to around 9 to, right, usually 89 or 90 to 10. Squeeze bunts, obviously, up. And again, now if you're doing a 1920 and after, you're not going to use these. Okay. So I don't worry too much about this. Pitch out, throw strikes, push it. This is in any era to take care of those off the wall singles. This thing you've got to push all the way to the right, or you will get those. Steal second and steal third. Um, this is my recommended settings. And you've got to do this for every manager, which I'm not going to sit here online and do it. You guys will get bored out of your skulls. So yeah, take care, Al. As Bernie says, the crowd at today's Red Sox games reminds him of 1966, mostly empty seats. Sad. That American League East was tough, tough, tough. So looks like now baseball's just waiting for American League Central and the American League West to settle the score. It looks like the Rangers are back in first place, which should make our missing Robbie very, very happy. So that's it. I'll be back in a while because I just feel like doing baseball on this cold Sunday to pretend it's still summer. So I'll be back with baseball for Windows probably later on or in a little bit after I get this set up for 1906. So thank you to Al Red Sox fan making a rare appearance with us. Bernie Strom was here. Christopher Slovic, Big Clue, was here. And unfortunately, I can't scroll back and see anybody else who was in here. So I'm sorry if I missed you. Um, that's one of the downfalls to, because when you try to release the mouse from a DOSBox game, unfortunately, the game kind of occupies a tiny little bit of real estate and you can't maximize it again, which kind of sucks. But that's what you get for DOSBox. So, guys, thank you very much. And we'll see you on the next stream. Be Baseball for Windows, probably 1949 as we continue that replay. Take care and see you next time.